is Glenn. So for those who have just logged on, right, and for those people who are new here, we are actually doing episodic kind of a live sharing session starting since February to today. So today is our episode 3 of Gems Time with Glenn. So we will be sharing a lot of information and also knowledge base pertaining to crystals and semi-precious stones as well as all the various gemstones that you see around. So for those who have joined us last month, we have actually covered quite a couple of different gemstones pertaining to the various birthstones and birth months. So we actually stopped at June last episode. So today we are just going to follow up to conclude the July to December gemstones. So for those who have just joined us, help us to share out the link. Invite all your friends who are interested to find out more about crystals and gemstones to come into this session. So there will be also interactive live sharing. You can actually ask questions later on after our whole entire episode sharing, and at the same time we're also giving away attractive gifts and prizes. Bring back all this positive energy at your side. We'll look forward to have more people joining us moving forward. So it's going to be a continuous kind of activity that we are going to carry out on a monthly basis. So, and then the next thing is that moving forward, if you actually are keen to join us at our workshops at our local store here, you can also contact us personally and join us. I've seen quite a fair bit of people. Hello, Chelsea. Hello. Benjamin asking whether we'll be selling, right? We won't be selling anything here through the live session, but if you are keen on any of our products, right, you can always feel free to visit us at our store. Hi Rina, yeah, we are starting our live in a while, so just be patient, just stay with us for a while more.
我这边 up 你的 input 了 it's okay.
Okay, now we have about 12 packs. So help us to share it out to more people, for those people who are in.
We haven't giveaway. Please share this out.
Today we are going to actually give away some interesting prizes which I have actually created. So I will share more later part in our live session. So for those people who are keen to find out your birthstones, July to December, so later part we will actually share. And for those keen to ask questions regarding your birthstones and birthstone month, you can also feel free to actually drop a comment at our comment box later part.
我 change 那个 mic 的东西。
Okay. We have about 11 packs now online. I think everyone is enjoying their holiday today. This is the first time that we actually do an afternoon session. So trying to see if how's the turnout like and also how's the response like, because most of the time our live is conducted for the last 2 episodes on evening time. So we will want to try to see if whether the afternoon slot is also good for some people, especially during weekends, right? Like this long weekend, people are actually staying at home and you probably have time to actually watch our live session. Share with us also your feedback, and at the same time, what are some of the topics and certain things that you would like us to share more in future for my upcoming episodes. We will actually try to do something more catered for individual, especially for people who are very interested to find out more about all the gemstones and crystals and how their healing properties can bring positivity out right to your life. Feel free to actually drop a comment at the comment box, and we will actually look through it and we will try to actually insert all the information and all the interesting topics moving forward. Okay, just to do a quick introduction of myself, right? Because since it's already almost 10 minutes after the start of the session, so I will proceed to actually do a self-introduction of myself. For those people who are new here, my name is Glenn. Welcome to the episode 3 of Gems Time with Glenn. So I'm the founder for Gem Story and also a crystal evangelist. We have been actively promoting crystals culture in Singapore since 2013, since I started out Gem Story. And for me, the reason why I actually chose to do this full time, basically, is I realized that there's a lot of people around that are feeling very overwhelmed lately. And at the same time, right, more and more people started to connect more to natural gemstones and crystals. They go into holistic lifestyle, finding out more about how this positive Mother Nature minerals or the essences that are from all this Mother Nature can help, right, to bring forth positivity into our daily lives. So, of course, with the help of all these crystals and all the natural minerals, we learn and we actually share how we can bring forth to allow people to connect and resonate with all this beautiful energy. So, in today's episode, earlier I did mention, we have covered the birthstone since last episode 2 from January to June. So today we are going to actually cover from July to December all the relevant birthstones. So along the way, we will also share, how the healing properties of all these birthstone can bring forth also a certain positive aspect to help bring, certain level of balance to whatever that you're facing, and how you can leverage on all this gemstones energy. So of course, earlier I did mention people are starting, right, to feel overwhelmed with their very stressful life in their work, etc. So people start to actually look around, around you, your friends, and even your fellow colleagues, right? You may be seeing them starting to actually, right, have accessories that are actually created from gemstones. So they may be wearing bracelets, they may be wearing pendant, or even you can find that at the office table, right, they could have stones or minerals that are actually placed there. So you may be wondering, especially for those people who are new, why people are started to actually connected to all these natural minerals. There's a certain reason behind it, because every piece of minerals actually contain certain vibration frequency, and all these energetic fields around actually help to either uplift the energy level, especially places where you have very low, dense vibration frequency. We are actually constantly surrounded by a lot of electronic appliances, computers, even mobile devices. So all this energy, to a certain extent, after you expose to them for a longer time, it actually causes very overwhelming, to our body. Even for individuals who are pretty much more sensitive, they feel lethargic, they feel actually emotional, very overwhelmed. So what we do is that through the evocation of the use for natural minerals and all these beautiful gemstones, how do we bring forth this energy to people, and then to help, right, to protect and to eliminate your exposure to all this electromagnetic wave frequency. So of course, today's topic, right, other than the birthstones month, right, we are also going to cover, for example, later part Q&A questions. Like for instance, how you can use the gemstones, especially not necessarily birthstones. Any gemstones that you have right now, you can also check out during the live interactive session later. So we will also be sharing more information pertaining to, of course, the use, the right way to actually use your crystals, how you can actually charge and cleanse your crystals, how to bring forth the positivity energy to illuminate that energy, amplify the energy out. Okay, so basically, right, we will actually start off for today's content to go into the birthstones. So just to do a quick recap, right, for those people who have joined us last episode, we went through the January to June birthstones. So a very quick rundown. January stones that we actually mentioned last episode, right, to the June, we will give you a very quick rundown. For those people who are new here, right, you can look at the previous recording that has been captured for the healing properties from January to June. But to do a quick run through, right, January we are talking about garnet, and then of course February we have amethyst, and then for March we have red corals. April we have white quartz. May, green aventurine, and then the last one that we talk about in our last episode is for June, tiger eye. So for today we are going to actually cover July to December. So coming in, zooming to July. So anyone actually belong to the month of July, you can actually feel free to comment into our comment chat here, and then also you can feel free to ask question later part. So coming in, right, for people who are born in July, birth month July, right,
you can look at onyx, black onyx. Black onyx is actually for people who are pretty much connected to the black stones and all the darker stones, right? They are a very good stone for grounding, for protection, and then mostly associated with the root chakra. It helps to shield and protects you against intimidating energy, encourage a lot of uplift in terms of your mood to bring happiness. And some people also relate that, right, for fortune in a sense that because of the energy level that has been uplifted, right, and while you are protected and shield off with all the negativity, right, so your energy will be very anchored and very stable. So naturally, right, it helps you with your day-to-day work, and then it helps you to also do well in your daily lives, especially in your career and your daily job scope. So it is a strength-giving stone, helps to provide support for self-discipline issues. So of course, for people, like when you're not very grounded, sometimes you lose focus easily. And then when you want to do certain things, when you actually want to target and set off yourself, right, to actually complete certain tasks, sometimes, right, you may find it very challenging because most of the time, people who are going through that state of mind, right, they have a very low root chakra energy. So because of that, right, you're not very stable, not very grounded. So a lot of times you need to strengthen your root chakra, which onyx, right, is a very good stone for that. And it's also good stone for July people. So you can actually look at, for something that is of all this aspect of healing properties, feel free to actually check out onyx stone. The alternative for July, some people also look at ruby. Ruby, of course, as we know, is very expensive, and the raw ruby nowadays in the market, I mean, they may not be very, very, very authentic, I should say, because some could be some are fake stones and some are colored. So you have to take care of, when you look at buying stones, especially, right, look at something that is actually more reasonable, because some of the prices, as you can see, right, nowadays there are a wide range of prices that we can choose from all the gemstones. So target the right ones. And ruby itself, people like to wear them as jewelry, gemstones, like rings, pendants, and all this, and they're pretty expensive. So alternative way for people who are born in July, you can consider the onyx stone. I saw Victoria. Hello, Victoria. Hello, ST. July baby. Welcome. And we have a lot more joining us. Okay. Hi, Jennifer. Hello. Yeah, so we are actually at July onyx. So for those people who are born in July, right, you can check it out and look for onyx related accessories. So another thing to take note also, right, for onyx stone, right, especially because they tend to actually absorb negativity, right? So for people who tend to be more sensitive, and if you do not know how to actually discharge off the energy that has been absorbed by the onyx stones, right, sometimes it may be more advisable to actually cleanse them regularly, or alternatively, right, choose other black stones instead, because there are quite a fair bit of different kind of black colored stones in the market. So other than onyx, right, there are also choices like obsidian, we can have like tourmaline, all these different kinds. So onyx is also one key thing. But normally when we do recommendation, right, we will actually ask to find out more on how they are using the stone for, then before we actually recommend them. Whether onyx is a preferable choice, or is it obsidian or tourmaline or any other black stones are probably better. So check it out with us if you have any queries. Okay, zooming in, we go into the August stone. Now we are looking at, we are showing some of the stones right now over at the screen there. I don't know whether you guys can see. So this is actually a piece of onyx tumble, beautifully shaped. And the good thing about tumble stone is that it's easy to carry. You can put them in a pouch, then put them in your pocket, or even like put them around your working desk. Just a nice little glass bowl, and then you just start collecting all the tumble stones, because all these frequencies, all this positive high frequency vibration can help you to eliminate your exposure to all this lower vibes energy around. So this piece of onyx that you can see there, we have also the chips, the stone chips, also very not so costly. You can actually get them, put them around. Some people, they like to put a full bowl of all the different colors, like to either 7 chakras, or even you can actually use it as a form of, some people do it like a collective energy point where they actually put all the crystals there. You can also use stone chips if you like. So moving forth, right, for onyx itself, I see whether there are any questions. How about moonstone and opal, right? Some of them refer as July birthstone. Thanks, Victoria. Yes, these are also alternatives that we can actually use for our July babies, especially people who are born in July. Moonstone are pretty much very soothing stones, associated with also the water element. So moonstone has got ability to calm and heal emotions, and very much a lot of ladies, nowadays in the market, right, people are wearing moonstone rings, moonstone pendants, and they are actually very good for soothing and calming down our emotions. And at the same time, right, because in the market we also have people using opal moonstones. They are pretty much very similar area in terms of the gemstones energy level. So mostly for soothing, calming temperaments at the same time. So how it does is that if you are actually using them as for July birthstones, right, what you can consider is also the colors. Colors is also one form that you can actually look at, whether it resonates with you, whether you find that this is something that's calling out to you. So different methods you can actually choose your gemstones, not necessarily by the birth months. So the references that we actually link right now for the birthstones is basically based on, firstly, the healing properties. Secondly, is also, right, the affordability of the gemstones as well, and the availability of all these gemstones. Because various gemstones, right, the different kinds of grade, and also due to scarcity, right, of some of the minerals, certain gemstones are actually not easily nowadays being able to be, you can find them in the market. So we try to actually find some of the gemstones that are still, more common and more available in the public. Okay. Okay, so more people joining us. Hello, Nick. Hello, Ronald. So we are going into the August month. August will be actually talking about, for people born in the month of August, peridot. Peridot, actually in Mandarin, we also call them, 橄榄石.橄榄is actually like olive stone. You see, look at the very beautiful colors of green that you see on every piece of peridot, right? Peridot is actually a very strong vibration green energy crystals that highly associated not just with the heart chakra, but it also helps to illuminate your solar plexus, and also, right, it's most commonly worn around the sector around our chest and heart area because it aids in healing, helps to uplift and bring up our heart chakra energy. And at the same time, right, most people who know and wear peridot, they always use it to actually, they know that they can help them to detox. It also helps with skin regeneration. So for people who are looking for, better skin texture, if you are looking at, having a more smooth skin, complexion, etc., right, peridot is also one way that you can actually look at a very nice, soothing gemstone that you can actually look at. And one key thing about the green stones that you see, right, for August peridot is that green energy is always associated with healing, with heart chakra. That's why people like to actually use green stone, not just peridot itself, but a lot of other green nature stone, for the purpose of actually rejuvenating their heart chakra, bringing balance, and also charging up their heart chakra. Hello, Janice. Welcome. We have Janice will just join us. So coming back, right? So maybe we can show you how the stones is like for peridot, the actual stones that we have here. So most of the time, if you look at peridot, right, very seldom nowadays you can actually find them in tumbles. Majority are either in accessories or in this crystal beads that you can see on the screen there. So people like to create them into nice bracelets. At the same time, for stones, right, you can find a lot nowadays in the market. People are actually selling the stone chips. The stone chip packs are actually pretty easy to actually, you can get them easily outside. And look for peridot that are clearer, like sparkly green, illuminated green. So they are more higher energy in terms of the energy level. So we can actually show them the peridot packs also if we have, to actually let them know how the stone chip is like. So just wait for us to actually show you. See all this nice little crystalline peridots, a little bit blur. Let us just adjust the focus. Yeah, you can look at the screen right now. It's actually very beautiful. You can put them in a pouch, carry with them around you, place them around you. You can throw them in water as well, to actually raise the frequency. Later I will also share how you can create elixir water to use it daily for your daily use. So looking at the other aspect, right? We have upcoming the September stones. September stone, we are zooming in right now, right, to look at the red stones. Hello, Rina. Any peridot accessories? Peridot accessories, normally we have bracelets, we have pendants, and we have like rings. But in Gem Story right now, right, we focus a lot more now on customization to help people create their own bracelets which resonates to their vibration energy and to help them bring forth the chakra balancing. So that's why we have a lot of choices where you can choose peridot, right, to create them into bracelets. So hope that answer you. Okay, coming back, going in, Rina, if you are interested to visit us, right, just PM us to make an appointment with us. We can share with you more information pertaining to the peridot accessories. Okay, going into the September stone. September stone, we'll be looking at red agate. Red agate, some people also link it with, we can also call them carnelian. It's actually pretty much similar. Okay, because when we talk about September red agate stone, agate helps in a lot much. We talk about balancing our energy, our chakra. It increase our passion, emotions, and help in people making decision, helping them to actually take decisive action. It helps to reconnect also to our deepest desire to propel and push us to actually, do our work, especially if you have certain challenges, right? Trying to actually bring forth you to bring out making decision in life. So it helps with inner stability, help you to actually anchor your energetic level, encourage security, self-confidence. Reason why being we are talking about all this healing properties aspect is because for the dark red stone and all the black stones, right, most of these are associated with our lower chakras, which we talk about the root chakra and also the sacral chakra. But most people, when they talk about grounding, protection, anchoring, like the previous July onyx stones, right, these both minerals has got the ability to provide stability for our energy level. It helps to actually bring us to into our daily lives, how we can actually leverage on this healing energy, right, to anchor and to actually stabilize our whole energetic level. Very good stone for root chakra, just to take note. And red agate, of course, it occurs in various forms as well. So in the next upcoming screen, you can see over there, right, other than the picture, we are showing some of the red agate beads, that can be used in our bracelets creation. And at the same time, of course, if you look at red agate, because the color is very dark red kind, then there are also some that's really, really dark red crystals. Like last episode, we talked about garnet, right, for January stones, right? Garnet is also a very good stone for grounding as well. So these are the dark red stones. Some people, they don't like black, right? They find that black is not very auspicious, and some people just feel that black is actually not the kind of color for them. Can consider the dark red stone, red agate, or even garnet. So September people, right? People who are born in September, as a reference, you either choose this color if you feel that this color is too overwhelming for you, blend it in with other similar healing properties. And in Gem Story, we will be able to actually guide you to pick the right relevant gemstones based on your chakras and to help you, right, to choose, how you can blend all the various crystals energy with different healing properties together and wear them in one single bracelet. Okay? Let me just see. Okay. Hello, Michael. If you guys got any questions, just feel free to type it in also in our comment chat group. So while I'm actually sharing, right, I can also respond to some of your comments concurrently. So in case that towards the end, right, because we may have not enough time to answer all, right. So along the session, right, feel free to drop comments to ask us more. And then, of course, for those people who are still around, right, help us to share out this video. For those people really have friends around. If you have friends around who are very, very keen to find out more about crystals, knowledge, to learn more about the healing properties, feel free to share this video out to people around, especially your loved ones, your good friends. For those people, of course, who are available at this hour, because I know a lot of people now probably busy shopping, going out, or even, I think majority are traveling, if I'm not wrong, this weekend, because it's a long weekend. Yeah. So we will be actually giving out the gifts, right? The giveaway later part. So in the part of the session, so we are already at September coming back, red agate. So going in, right, we will be talking about the next October rose quartz. This is actually something that a lot of ladies especially will love because the color itself is very beautiful, very soothing. So we actually know rose quartz is actually known for love. A lot of people actually associated rose quartz with love, compassion, with our heart chakra. So by looking at our screen there, rose quartz is a very nice pink mineral. It exists in different form, in polished form, in raw forms, and a lot of people use rose quartz for heart chakra healing to enhance our relationship life, to bring harmony, and to bring balance to our heart chakra. So when we talk about how that associated to link to relationship, right? Typically, when we look at rose quartz, the pink, beautiful, very soothing energy helps people to actually connect deep down into their heart. Stone of unconditional love, very tenderness, energy, and help with calming and reassuring for a lot of people. Ladies especially, why they like rose quartz a lot? As we know that the pink color is very nice and very soothing and very beautifully if they are created into all the different accessories around. So the colors itself, most people are easily connected. And at the same time, right, this energy helps to soothe and balance your heart chakra, overwhelming heart chakra. People who are always facing emotional issues, right, like you tend to be very overwhelmed with a lot of emotional issues, or people who are tendency to be more sensitive to people around, especially negative people. We have a lot of people nowadays who are always zapped off with their energy level due to meeting a lot of negative people around. And these people are normally categorized, right, under empath, or we call it people who are more compassionate, people who are more loving. These people are always having very, very vibrant heart chakra to a point that sometimes, right, the heart chakra get drained out very easily, and that causes them to feel super overwhelmed, right? So you may consider also, right, to use rose quartz to actually bring your heart chakra energy back to balance. One key thing about people who are like that, earlier I did mention one word called empath, right? Empath people are naturally givers. They are very much, their energy is always very giving. So people like to come to these people, right, to actually, pour all their negativity. They will start to actually share with them, a lot of issues they are facing, etc. So for people who are more, compassionate, you will always, of course, sitting down there listening to them, and at the end of the day, right, they will drain away all your energy. So when your heart chakra energy is drained, right, most of the time you get also emotionally unstable, and it's a lot of times probably not even your problem. And some people don't even know that actually sometimes when your heart chakra gets over like too drained out, right, and then you pick up additional negativity around, and that causes you to go a little bit like haywire, and you get very emotional. And then sometimes what these people will do is that either they discharge off the energy, or they will bring their heart chakra back to balance. So there's a couple of ways. Some people who are naturally more blessed, right, so they will have auto recharge ability to actually bring back their heart chakra vibration. Because as a natural giver, as a natural healer, we are also given, very, very powerful energy to actually self-heal and recharge ourselves. So using a piece of rose quartz, you can actually use them for charging up or to bring the energy back to equilibrium within our chakra system. So rose quartz, I personally also have a lot of great experience with them because sometimes, right, if you feel aching around, if you have like aches here and there, you can actually use rose quartz, right, to relieve and soothe the pain and tension, especially people who are constantly stressful, right. Having a rose quartz in your bedroom, beside your bedside table, or even right near places where you sleep, will help you to actually, right, soothe the energy down. Rose quartz is a very, very good stone for bedroom. Reason being is because earlier I did mention they bring harmony. It actually brings a lot of love, harmony, and very, very soothing energy into the space where the rose quartz are being put. And typically, if you have kids at home, if you feel that your kids are super noisy, very hyper, most of the time they're running around, or if you have kids that are very cranky, can put, try put the rose quartz tumble near them, or even near their bed, below their pillow. It will also help to actually soothe and bring down the overall overreactive energy. I have more people coming in. We have Dennis, we have Bibiana. Yeah, a lot of people just join us. Hello, welcome to our live session today. Okay, so we are actually at the topic of rose quartz. So on the video that you see there, right? So this is actually a sample that we actually showing here. We have the raw piece of rose quartz, a very beautiful, nice raw shade that you see there, pinky and very soothing. And then we have the polished ones. Polished ones are also very popular nowadays among the ladies. So why? Because reason is that a lot of people are using rose quartz also as a form of massage. You use rose quartz after you finish washing your face, right? After a whole day of very tired work, right? Some people they use rose quartz to massage their life, their face. So nowadays in the market, you probably will see this facial rollers. These facial rollers are actually very popular right now. Reason being is because they are actively used to massage. So you probably can't see the facial roller right now because we are still at the screen. So but you can also use the tumble stones. Like after you finish washing your face, you can use it to actually massage your face. And then this rollers itself is also interesting because it is specially crafted out, right? Because for us, right, we actually get the minds to craft this out from us from scratch. So that's the reason why we have more than just one kind of stone. Majority, of course, nowadays you can see that rose quartz is you can find rose quartz a lot in the market right now. But then over here we also have got other stone that's crafted out into facial rollers. So why is it that rose quartz is very a good stones for people to actually use it for facial massage? Because this soothing, gentle energy actually helps, right, to actually bring down the overall reactive energy level on our upper chakras, which is from heart chakra onwards. And at the same time, right, it sends this very soothing, very, very soft energy to help to regulate our energetic level. So like I mentioned earlier, the smaller part that you see here, the rollers, is actually for our eye bags, and the bigger one is actually for our facial. So you can actually use it together with a serum, if you have massage oil. But of course for face, you got to be careful lah. Not everything can be applied on face lah. So later part, we are giving away also some interesting gifts, which is roll-on oil that is actually potentized with crystals, with a boost of energy level, so that you can use it also for massage or even use it on a daily basis. Okay, so hi Sharon, hello Jennifer, hello Patrina, welcome. So welcome to our Gems Time with Glenn session today. So feel free to check us out and feel free to comment on our comment box if you have any questions. We are actually now at October rose quartz. For people who are born in October, this is actually your birthstones. They are, as I mentioned earlier, right, a very, very popular stone right now among the ladies. The pink colored energy is very, very resonating to a lot of people who are very connected to all the pink stones related. There are also other pink stones around in the market for sure, but rose quartz is actually one of the most popular ones. Okay. Any other questions? Let me just take a sip of water. For those people who have just joined us, right? Today is our episode 3 of Gems Time with Glenn. So moving forward, right, every month we will be doing at least one episode to actually share information and knowledge pertaining to gemstone and crystals. So as a founder for Gem Story, we have been actively sharing and advocating crystals' healing properties and the correct use and how you can actually leverage on the crystals' energy to bring positivity out to everyone around and also into your daily lives. So we are going to actually move on. If there are no other questions and comment, right, to November. November is the part where a lot of people who are born in November, right, will love to know this particular crystals that I'm going to talk about. And even for those people who are not born in November, people also love these stones because why? They are a very, very powerful stones, right? Or we talk about these natural minerals, right, which can harness and bring in wealth, abundance, prosperity, success, everything that you needed, you will actually find it in the energy and healing properties of this particular stone. They are the citrine. Citrines are now most commonly, if you look at in the market, right, these natural clusters are getting scarce. More and more people are finding hard to actually get the natural citrine in the market because people are keeping them. Of course, there's a reason why people are keeping them. And most importantly is that the yellow color, the color that illuminates out from citrines, they are very powerful. It not just actually illuminate your solar plexus, it is also a stone of abundance and manifestation. When we talk about abundance, when we talk about things that's related to wealth, to prosperity, to success, everything is all linked back to the solar plex energy, which is around our chest area just below our rib cage. There's this chakra over here. They are very, very good energy level that from citrine itself we can use it to actually charge up or to balance. One key reason why citrine is also very popular is because the yellow energy or the yellow color represents a lot more that's skewed towards when you look at them, you feel happy, you feel light. So a lot of people are also calling citrine as a happy stone. Reason being is because when you wear them, you feel uplifted, you feel very happy. Especially people who are naturally very hot-tempered, very easily, get very negative and all this, right? You can consider wearing a piece of citrine or having a citrine stone with you because in order for you to actually raise your solar plex energy, have that piece of citrine around the segment here. That's why I'm also wearing one of the citrine stone here. If you can see, very good for me because citrine also helps to cleanse your aura. It assists in, of course, money venture. So some people, according to Crystal Bible, a lot of all the crystals information that you can find in the World Wide Web and even books, right? Citrine are always widely associated and linked to money. So even for business people who are having the thought of actually wanting to contain your money or even to actually have abundance energy coming in, right? Put citrine with your money. Have them in your cash register, have them in your wallet, have them in your pouch, places where you actually store your money or even in your safe. There's also one of the reasons why people like to have all these natural minerals there because the energy itself is something that will illuminate. It will actually enhance the energy level. And then carry them in a wallet or bag, right, to attract money, so-called. Yeah. Hello, Gerald. Wow, Gerald's in Korea. Hello. Hope you are enjoying yourself in Korea. Okay, so we are actually at the November stone, citrine. So alternative birthstones, right, for November, you can also look at topaz. This is also another stones that, so we have topaz also exists in quite a fair bit of colors. So you can choose either citrine or topaz for November stone. Same thing here, if you have any questions, right, just feel free to ask and drop your comment on the comment chat group because we will be actually also giving away quite attractive gifts later part. Then at the same time, right, coming back, again, just now when I talk about citrine, right, nowadays in the market, of course, people may have a lot of queries and questions regarding whether they are treated citrine and they are natural citrine, right? So this is one of the most commonly asked questions by a lot of my customers. How do we differentiate and what is the different kind of healing properties that we can find from treated citrine and also the natural citrine? As you can see from treated citrine, right, on the video that you can see, there are actually two kinds of color. One is the darker orange citrine and one is the yellow, more lighter yellow citrine, the citrine crystal ball. So as you can see, nowadays people are finding a lot of heat treated citrine in the market because citrine can be treated from amethyst. So the dark orange color that you see, the one that is on the case here, right? Yeah, they are actually more likely the treated ones because they are darker in orange. But if you ask me whether both are still citrine, yes, they are still natural citrine. It's just that because due to the heat treatment itself, right, the amethyst is actually being treated into citrine to become dark orange color. So as we have more heat and pressure during the treatment process, right, the color actually changes. But naturally, if you ask me, right, according to my research, right, deep down beneath, right, if you talk about all the natural minerals in the earth crust, right, it's all due to the way how the cooling process and also the differences in terms of the pressure deep down within the earth crust. So the formation itself causes the colors of the minerals to be what it is every time when we see them. So of course, some prefer the treated ones because the colors are more darker orange, but some prefer the lighter ones, there are more gentle ones. Both are fine. They all have similar healing properties in association with citrine. So just choose it accordingly based on how well you can resonate, right, with all the crystals. Okay, so coming back, right, so for treated citrine, some people like it because according to some people, they feel that treated citrine they can help them to bring windfall luck lah. So of course, this is something that if you believe in it, you can try, but most people actually use citrine, like I say, to uplift their solar plex and to actually raise their overall energetic level, to actually help them, to propel them, to motivate them, in their daily work, and then to bring forth success in their career and also things that they do. So in businesses as well. So all these colors is actually a very, very good energetic form to uplift your solar plex energy. Okay, any questions for citrine? If not, we will move on to the last December stone, which is turquoise. Before we proceed on to the Q&A, and also, today we have got something unique later because we will be inviting a special guest later, right, to actually interact with us here. So, I'm trying to actually make the live session more interesting. So today we have special guest appearance. So for those people, who are free later, just stay tuned with us, to see who is joining us later. And then during the interview, actually, it's just to actually bring forth, to share more like why people started to actually get connected to all these natural minerals. And why is it that, there are certain questions that, the common people will ask, and then I will help to actually answer to their queries live on the spot. Okay. Hi, Patrina. How does citrine and pyrite have this? Does citrine and pyrite have the same function? Yes, good question. Okay, so for citrine and pyrite, they are both stones actually help to illuminate your solar plex, right? But one key thing is that for pyrite is actually not just all about raising your solar plex. Because if you know in terms of deep down the healing properties of pyrite, they are actually also a very good shielding and protective stones. They help to actually raise your energy level up, especially, right? It balances the energy between, let's say, for example, if you have intimidating energetic field, people, or situation around, right? Pyrite actually help you to bring your energy back to balance in order for you to actually counter or to face whatever challenges that you have. So these are actually one of the key things that probably citrine doesn't have. And at the same time, pyrite is actively used in office. Why? Because the gold illuminated hue or the energy that's from pyrite can actually shield and protect you off against a lot of all the very negative energy around. And then for citrine wise, of course, more towards illuminating your solar plex, and at the same time, right, it helps to raise your energetic level, to motivate and bring you. But similarly, pyrite also have similar healing property in terms of raising your motivation within your solar plex, because as you say earlier, I did mention, as you raise your solar plex energy, you'll be more driven, you feel more motivated, you can actually be able to propel you and to actually help you in your daily work life lah. If let's say you find that sometimes you feel very restless or you feel very tired easily, you don't have any focus, very hard to actually get yourself to complete a task or a job, right? Yeah, do consider having citrine and even pyrite around you. I hope that answered your question. Hello, Jacqueline. Welcome. Have Jacqueline just joined us. I have Rachel also who just joined us. Hi, Rachel. Long time no see. Yeah, so just finish answering one question. How does citrine and pyrite differ from each other, and whether they have similar function? Okay. Hi, Adeline. I just saw Adeline coming in, and we have Mark also. Hi, hello, Mark. Welcome. So coming in, right? Any other questions for the November stone? If not, we will proceed to the last birthstone for today, which is December. Hello, Adeline. Welcome. So we have still new people joining us on and off. So now we are moving on to the December birthstone. December birthstones is actually, of course, if you look at most of the people nowadays, right, we link them to turquoise. Turquoise actually is a very beautiful, greenish blue color stone. As you can see from the screen, right, they are actually, most likely, right, people actually use them daily for also heart chakra healing. But importantly is that it's actually a strengthening stone that promotes as well leadership. Good for people who are easily exhausted, who are actually always feeling very drained and lethargic. So these stones actually help to raise your energetic level. It helps with depression and panic attack as well. it helps to actually heal people who are facing anxiety issues. You think that sometimes you are always feeling very negative, very low and out for nothing. You always feel very, very sensitive, and you are always trying to find ways to discharge your energy. Leverage on the energy from turquoise, because turquoise can help you bring balance and actually calm and soothe down all this energy level. And at the same time, right, it helps with our immune system. It stimulates and enhances our physical body as well. Immune system, one thing, because the green bluish turquoise color is a very good stone for healing. Earlier I did mention all the green stones are typically very healing nature. You look at the mother nature, the trees, the plants everywhere around us. If you look at them, why is it that sometimes when you feel very tired, when you feel very, when you look at color that are green color, it is very soothing. Sort of like, there's this healing energy that will come to you and you feel good about it, because green energy is naturally the healing color, and we call it the Gaia color. So mother nature, especially in the woods, in the forests, in places where there are a lot of trees and plants, right, they are very, very good. So typically, if you look back, right, all the gemstones, they are green in color. Not just they are also linked to the heart chakra and are very good for emotional healing, they are also good for physical healing. So last week I did mention about, for example, we talk about May stone, right? Aventurine, right? Aventurine is also a kind of jade from the Emerald Kingdom group. So this particular turquoise, and also earlier when we talk about peridot, all this greenish color, turquoise green color are very, very soothing and very good for healing. People looking at enhancing your health, people with health issues, people who are looking at creating a better energetic level to actually self-heal and self-regenerate, right? You always choose the green stone. It's always advisable. Oh, we have another new people joining us. Hello, Ming. Welcome. Yeah, so coming back, right? So for turquoise stone, we can see there, right? We have beads like that where you can actually create them into bracelets. And turquoise has got different tones, because some customers are asking me, right? How is it different in terms of the energy level, right? Based on the different kinds of colors. So different grade of turquoise, of course, typically will have different kind of color, and also the region where they are mined, because some colors itself are tendency more turquoise green, some are actually lighter, some are like, a little bit blue, so some are like very green. Why is it that colors are differ from different kinds? Other than, of course, the authenticity of the stones, the next thing is, of course, the region where they are extracted and they are mined. So generally, right, turquoise should be colors that are not too green and not too how should I say, not too blue lah. So in between. But of course, the very expensive ones, right, the tones itself, right, it's between green and turquoise blue kind of color. Very rare you can find this kind of color. They are more higher grade turquoise. But majority turquoise that you see, the typical not so pricey ones, right, are this kind of color. If you go to like maybe Tibet, all the the Xinjiang area, in China or whichever, right, places that's closer to that segment, right, a lot of people actually wear turquoise. And in the people in the ancient time, they also like turquoise because they are always said to be a very good protective stones. In the palace, you see nowadays in drama serial, right, a lot of all the palace, all the concubines and all the Gui Fei and all the Wang Fei or whichever lah, they like to wear accessories that are made from turquoise. I don't know whether you noticed or not. It's actually quite interesting. Okay, so we actually link this stone to December. People who are born in December, turquoise is actually one of your choice if you are choosing suitable crystals or minerals for yourself. Another alternative crystals that we also look at is zircon. Zircon is actually also alternative stones for December, but typically, because why zircon not as popular or not as common in the market, because zircon also not easily available, because this stone is pretty rare, and most of them appears or exist, right, in gems. They are jewelries. Zirconic crystals, zircon. It's like compared to we have another kind of crystals that is actually they are not the natural ones. Zirconia or zirconic, they are not the natural ones. But zircon, you have the pure zircon, which is pricey and not really available. Recently, I've got a customer actually inquire to ask me if I actually do carry. So for us, actually, we seldom see. I only see like specimen pieces sometimes, but I seldom really see zircon in jewelries or even in beads and whichever. Not very common. Okay, Adeline is asking, what color are the more precious turquoise, right? So earlier I did mention there are kind of turquoise that is actually greenish, like a little bit close to emerald color, but it's green turquoise color. Those are different tones. Those are the more expensive ones and the more premium ones. And these are pretty rare actually in the market nowadays. I can't really find this unless you have good sources, to actually get, because these beads are nowadays not very common. Maybe in other countries, yes, but I think in Singapore, I seldom see this kind already. Mostly are the bluish turquoise color or the lighter turquoise color. Yeah. Okay, any other questions for people here? Before I actually move on to go into the session, we are actually quite on time today. Now it's already almost 4 already. Almost 1 hour already. Okay, so we are still quite on time. Okay, anyway, I think before we proceed, right, are we giving away our prizes already? Yeah, this is here. I just talk about this lah. Okay, we're going to give three gifts today. So this is something unique because why? We actually created a series of, as you know that Gem Story, we have been also advocating, right, how we can actually combine essential oil with crystals. So last year itself, we actually come up with Aroma Gems. So Aroma Gems is actually how we combine both essences from Mother Nature, which is the crystals and the minerals, right, the essence that are extracted from Mother Earth, with the essences that are extracted from plants and herbs, which is all this distilled essential oil, and combine these two energy together. So when these are being put together, the energy is further enhanced, the frequency is further raised. As you know earlier, I was actually also sharing with a lot of my customers, right? When we talk about using essential oils, which most people nowadays, they are very, very into all the various essential oil therapy. So essential oils are very high frequency energy essences. If you are talking about like a bottle of essential oil, right, it is actually comparable, right, with also 1 tumblestones or 1 minerals that you hold on the palm. Reason being is because, right, people, if you don't believe, if you have a bottle of pure essential oil, try holding on this bottle of essential oil on your palm and feel the vibration. A lot of people don't believe me, but I can tell you, a bottle of essential oil, when you hold it on your palm, the energy level that's actually emitting out from the bottle, right, can be as equal or even higher than a piece of mineral. Try it if you have. Any picture for zircon? I actually don't have a picture for zircon, but if you want, can PM us. I can send it to you later, Jennifer. Okay, so coming back, right? So when you actually think of both essences, putting them together, just imagine the kind of frequency level that you actually, the outcome of it is actually going to be very, very powerful. So of course, ever since then, I have been teaching people how to actually use essential oil with crystals because, as I mentioned, right, to a lot of people that who have known me, right, not all oils and all crystals or stones can be put together. So you got to be careful when you use them. Some stones and some crystals, you need to be careful because their mole scales are relatively softer, lower as well. So you cannot put pure essential oil onto some of the stones. You will either corrode or actually destroy the whole crystals that you have. So vice versa, some of the minerals cannot also be used to potentize. The word potentize is actually very interesting because why? We actually put stones with oil to actually enhance the frequency level. So today, right, the 3 bottle that I have actually created that I'm going to give away as a gift for special today is actually this particular roll-on bottle that we actually created, right? So inside, right, there is actually crystals. I don't know whether you can see. There are actually crystals inside. Maybe I put here. Don't know whether you can see. So there are actually crystals. There are 3 kinds of crystals inside. So, and also the oil that we have actually blended for this series, right, is actually a blend of lavender, tea tree, and cedarwood. So as you can know, for those people who are into essential oil, right, this tree oil has got a very good property for calming, relaxation, and also for easy breathing. So if you talk about combining them with 3 kinds of crystals that we actually have here, one is clear quartz. Okay, this is clear quartz, very beautiful clear quartz chips. These are high quality stone chips that we actually provide because we are very particular in terms of the kind of stones, right, that we use with essential oil. We normally choose the better qualities. So if you look at our stone chips, right, every piece of stone chip, even if it's so small, it is polished to be very, very good quality. So when you put them into your elixir, right, you know, you are able to actually harness the frequency energy. So coming back. So look at the oil here. So it has been infused with crystals together with the roll-on. So how you can use this, right? So earlier I did mention, right? Remember I talked about, you know, massaging yourself after a whole day when you feel very lethargic, right? So the roller itself can be one of the way that you can combine with the roll-on. So of course this is not for face, cannot put on face because unless you want to block all your pores, because this is actually for all the way neck and below. So you can actually roll on around your neck area, you know, maybe sometimes you feel headache, right? Okay, maybe here, and then you can, you know, rub it around your neck, your chest area to actually soothe and calm your energy down. So then use your roll-on to actually massage whichever. You can actually do that also. So this is something that, you know, we are going to give away today. 3 bottles. Elixir, we have actually created them with the crystals that we have charged, cleansed, and actually programmed. And then at the same time with 3 kind of oil earlier that I mentioned. Lavender, tea tree, and also cedarwood. So for those people who are interested to get this 3 bottle, right, well now got a lot of people coming in already. So if you are keen to actually get this from us, so what do we do?
You want to give more?
Okay, I need you to do help me to share out this video because it's important. I really hope that we can touch more people.
Comments,
Yeah, you share, comment, and then for those people who are new, right, share, comment, and like our video, and then we will actually pick. Since now we have got 20, right? I think we give 5 bottles lah. Initially 3 bottles, right? So we're going to give 5 bottles of this elixir roll-on that comes with amethyst, aventurine, and also clear quartz, highly charged up. Okay, to people who have helped us share, comment. Just comment. No, just comment. Why do you love crystals, or how crystals can help you in your daily life, and then share it out to your Facebook. And at the same time, for those people who have not liked our page, right, also like our page, our Facebook page. Then you will be chosen. We will pick later part, right, 5 lucky winners who actually will be given this particular roll-on. This particular roll-on right now, currently, right, in our store, right, we are selling at $38 per bottle, and it comes with, earlier I did mention, 3 different kinds of crystals, and all this crystal pack, right, is actually very good quality crystal pack that you can see here. So there's actually 3 different colors. Okay. Is the roll-on suitable for everyone? Hi Jennifer. Okay, yes, this roll-on is actually a blend of lavender, tea tree, and cedarwood. So typically, right, and we actually use the base oil to actually do that already. So for people who are looking at soothing, calming, relaxation, right, you can actually use this. This is more for like distress, more for like, you know, if you're feeling very overwhelmed at times, right, yeah, you can use it. Essentially, if you ask me, right, generally, if you're talking about all this more common oil, right, it's generally suitable for most of the people. Like lavender is like the most commonly used oil, even since the boom of all the essential oil. You know, it's like nowadays, right, for in the past, lavender has been used actively. Tea tree also nowadays, a lot of people use it as a form, you know, to actually help, to actually calm and soothe your energy. Then cedarwood, a lot of people know, is for grounding, you know, for anchoring, for grounding your root chakra. So these 3 combinations, I personally used that before, it's actually quite interesting. You all can try it out. Okay, but earlier I did mention, please don't use it on your face. This is not for facial use. This is only for anything that's below your neck area and also your body and your hand. You know, because roll-on itself, right, if you open up, there's this roller that you can see, the metallic ones. It's actually for you to roll around. You can roll on, you know, to your neck, to your hand, or face. Carry with you in your handbag on your back. Sometimes if you feel very stressed, very lethargic, or if you feel very overwhelmed, right, you can actually use this as well. Okay, so continuing, right, so just like and share this video, comment on why you like crystals and how it helped you, and then we will actually pick 5 lucky winners later towards the end of our Facebook Live, right, to actually you know, give you all this free gift. So who are the lucky ones interested to win a bottle of infused EO, right? Just let us know. Okay, so moving forth, while they are actually busy sharing and actually commenting, right? So maybe we would like to invite our guests.
our live audience.
Yeah, you want to take a chair over or not? Maybe the tall one, the tall chair. Yeah. Today we have got a special guest that we actually invited. The reason why today, I wanted to actually get her to share is because she's pretty new also in the crystals, the mineral world. Okay, so we will actually get her in to see, how we can actually get her to share more about, why is it that she started coming in to find out more. Okay, let's welcome Chloe. Come move in a bit. Can you see us?
You can see me?
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Hello, I'm Chloe.
So this is Chloe. So Chloe is actually one of my friend, and at the same time recently because she has been quite interested in gemstones. And today, of course, is the first time that she visited my store. But of course, at the same time, I also do see something different in terms of earlier. When I got to know her, right, I also did share with her about her energetic level and also how. Oh yeah, correct. We haven't given her the mic.
放一下。
I'm gonna take the. Let us put the mic so that you all can listen her. Okay. Okay. So coming back, so we have Chloe here with us today at live. She's our special guest appearance. Why are we here today, right? So as you can see earlier, I did share and mention Chloe is actually very new, right, in the crystal, this whole entire energy area. So maybe just you want to share with us or not? It's like how come all of a sudden you're so suddenly interested in actually wanting to find out more about crystals?
Actually, it started off when you shared about like my personal energy chakra or
Okay.
that. Yeah, then I became to be interested and
Hmm.
yeah, I actually wanted to pay a visit
Oh,
to
okay.
find out more
Okay.
and how crystal
Yeah.
can help me.
Because nowadays, if you ask me, right, actually in generally, a lot of people are more and more keen because of the consciousness level that we are actually going out, right? People are more keen to actually find out more about their energy level.
Yeah.
So with that, of course, how it does is that how they can bring forth to use this understanding, right, to help them in their daily lives, especially if let's say in your workplace or even better understand your energetic level. So of course, for Chloe's sake, right, because she's actually sometimes very tired, right, in the
Yeah.
workplace. Also,
I get tired easily and
Mm.
maybe yeah, sometimes feel very overwhelmed.
very overwhelmed.
Yeah, so
Alternative lah.
yeah,
You want to look for-
alternative.
So earlier I was actually sharing with Chloe, right? Actually, most of the people nowadays in our hectic life environment, so we get zapped out very easily. Our energy are always constantly drained out. So of course, alternatively, in the past, that people go exercise, people take good food, people rest more, sleep more, right? So nowadays, in the society or let's say in Singapore, people are getting more skilled towards also looking for alternate therapy. So you see that people started attending yoga classes more and more often. They go for meditation classes, meditation retreat, going into holistic lifestyle, essential oil, like going into like health, organic food, etc. And then the next thing is of course crystals and minerals. So more and more people are wearing them. So maybe just to share, right, initially last time, how do you think about like crystals or gemstone to you in the past? Like let's say maybe for general people around, like when you look at a piece of crystals, right? How were your previous thought about all these minerals?
To me, actually, last time I was quite skeptical about crystal. It's like you see last time you see those pasar malam, they auction those crystal, and then I was thinking like how can it help to like increase the energy, or some people they use it for business. They always like to put those pink or purple crystal on their counter or cash counter for feng shui purpose. That's my impression of crystal last time lah. So right now I would like to find out how crystal can actually heal someone.
Okay. A lot of times, actually, people in the I should say more how should I say in the olden days lah, more like maybe we talk about people linked crystals with feng shui,
Yeah.
Chinese metaphysics, etc. Okay, to a certain extent, these are actually very popular. In fact, nowadays people are still actually doing that. So there are certain aspects of truth, right? To be honest, right? Why people actually use them in feng shui, Chinese metaphysics, especially if you talk about enhancing and boosting the energy. Definitely, there's a reason. But because as the whole entire society evolves, right, we are transforming. Everyone get more and more educated, Everyone are actually thinking of how you can actually better improve your life. So one key thing about Singapore or being Singaporean is that we are very blessed because we are given the opportunity, right, to get into contact and to actually find out more. And with the recent boom of all the content, all the knowledge online, right? Simply nowadays you can just Google and then you can straight away just read up a lot. But of course, you got to curate lah, because there's quite a lot of times certain things people have got different school of thoughts. So for us, right, what we do is that actually, if you talk about since the day when I started Gem Story, I start to advocate the content-based approach by bringing knowledge to people, is to actually help people streamline. Let's say for example, out in the market, right, there are so many things that they talk about. How we can bring the one that's actually more scaled towards our Asian culture, to actually people. So we are all more educated nowadays, and people who have been through, of course, like proper education, we talk about, we will tend to be more curious. Yeah, so like what you say earlier, you mentioned, so you say, how this can actually help you. Crystals, minerals, gemstones, all this, there are many names, to be honest. So some people call them crystal, some people call them minerals, some people call them gemstones. Actually, in a collective way of actually putting them in the proper way, right, they are actually just the essences from Mother Nature that you actually see here in physical form. So their energy vibration that is in physical solid form, where you can touch them, you can see them, you can actually look at them. So some people, right, like for example, last time you saw people putting on the table or whichever, right? So why is it that some people want to put all these stones there? It's because when they look at them, very soothing, they feel good. It's the energy exchange when you look at something, and then the gemstones itself, because the color itself is also forms of frequency, so it helps you to actually resonate and calm maybe the energy level down when you actually look at certain things. So similar, like today you wear black. Some people, they like to wear different colors of clothes every day. Colors is also very important when we talk about connecting and recalibrating our energetic level. So coming back, right, nowadays people start wearing them. Nowadays people started, not just bracelet pendant some people actually place them everywhere. There's also a reason, because all this frequency, high frequency level energetic field, right, that's actually in solid form, right, can help to actually calibrate your energetic level around. So people who are tendency having low vibration, having very overwhelming energy level, some people, naturally, different people fluctuate day-to-day basis. That's why by understanding your energy level, it actually gives you a better perspective of how you can utilize or choose the correct crystals in your life. So the next thing is that, of course, I wanted to ask you, because like for example, different kind of stones, right? Last time, do you have this always this big question mark, right? Like, because all this Mother Nature mineral around, different colors. So like, which one is good for you, which one is not good for you? Earlier you did mention you want to find out more.
Yeah.
Correct. Then the next thing, did you also ask this question, like whether or not after I choose this mineral or this gemstone, whether the size matter? Have you asked this question?
Oh yes, whether the size, the energy
Yes.
differ by the
Yes.
size.
A lot of people actually also ask me the same question, like whether how big.
Is it the bigger the better?
Yes. No, actually, I wanted to correct this part, okay? A lot of people keep asking me whether, I have a super huge one and I have a small one. Will that actually differ? My question is, the answer will be no.
Oh.
Yeah, not necessarily, right? The bigger the stone is, right, or the bigger the gemstone, the crystal is, right, the better it is for a person. You see why? At the end of the day is that when we talk about crystals vibration, the frequency of every individual piece of crystals, right, from a single source, right, is the same. A purple stone amethyst, right, vibrating at that spectrum of frequency, right, is that color. Means that frequency is already there. The next thing is that how big, how small, right, is the amplitude. Amplitude means you say whether the capacity of the individual, whether you are placing it in a big space or you're actually using it on yourself. If let's say I give you a super huge piece of amethyst, but your capacity level is only at that level, how are you going to actually
receive
cannot
it?
what, because it's over. Like you take supplement also ma.
Yeah.
You cannot take too much, because whatever the body can absorb means the body can absorb. So depending also on your energy level and your chakra system. If the energy is actually too much for you, even I give you a super huge one, but if let's say at that point of time, right, your capacity is only like this, So how do we actually expand and amplify that along the way as we progress? So that's why always I tell people, right, you don't have to like buy super huge things or whichever it is. At the end of the day, unless it's actually for a certain purpose, like initially when we talk about enhancing the space with a certain feng shui advisor or whichever it is, right, to make it bigger, because the space is very huge, you cannot put a small little stone there, correct or not? But because that space is big. But personally, if you ask me, having it around you, size doesn't matter. It's really about how you connect and resonate with the stones. Okay, so I don't know whether I answer that part of the question. So I see some people started to post a lot. Okay, so other than that, right, of course, Chloe, so other than the sizes, everything, does color matters to you?
Yes. I think like for myself, I have some color preference, like my favorite color, things like that. And just now you shared about the birthday stone, the
Mm.
birthstone. So besides the birthstone, how do I know that which gem is suitable for me?
So earlier I did mention, other than birthstones, right, using different ways to actually choose crystals, right, colors is actually also one form. We talk about color astrology.
Mm.
How colors actually connect and resonate with our human perceptive eyes. Because as we know, right, the only way that, of course, as a normal human being, right, of course, more people nowadays are becoming more intuitive, more sensitive. But for normal people, right, most of the time when we pick something, is through the exchange of energy between our eye and the physical object. So the color, the shape, the way how the whole thing look, right, actually is very important, to make the person whether or not they can connect or they can resonate.
Oh.
So when you choose a stone, the collectors, sometimes when they pick a piece of mineral specimen, they not just look at the color, they also look at the shape. How this actually connect to them and how this actually, it tells them a certain things when they actually look at it. The energy exchange between the person and you choosing the stone itself is very important. So the first card is color. Because color itself, their frequency level. As you can see, most people, as I know, currently right now, right, everywhere is so colorful. There's a reason. Because colors are actually ways you can actually attract people's attention. There's a certain reason why rainbow color is in 7 colors. Because all the 7 colors, right, when you combine them is white color. White color is the highest frequency energy.
Oh.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So now you know. So if you spin all the 7 colors together, right, you see only one color, which is white.
Oh, okay.
Correct. In the last time in science we learned before, right? There's prism, right? The white light passed through a prism and then refracted into all the 7 colors, right?
Oh.
So it got segregated into all the different spectrum. So similarly, when we talk about crystals energy itself, right? All the crystals gotten their color also for a reason, because they are vibrating at a particular frequency level. So when we exchange with our human eye, right, that connection and that way how we resonate with the frequency also tells a lot about your existing energy. You see, some people they like to wear black clothes. Some people like to wear blue. Some people like to wear yellow. Some people like to wear red. To a certain extent, there are also a certain reason why these people are actually connecting to this color. So, but because crystals existing in its own on that particular color, right? Because they are energy forms, so they can even amplify the energy. So that's why we use crystals or even gemstones or even to blend in with our daily accessories. Nowadays a lot of jewelry, a lot of all the costume jewelry, all uses gemstones. Last time, actually, if you ask me, only probably silver lah, gold lah. But nowadays, you look at in the market, all the jewelries, right, all come in with gemstones. Why?
Yeah.
Because gemstones are actually the fastest way, right, that you can actually add in color in jewelry. Because you go and dye the jewelry or whichever, okay lah, maybe those plastic or whichever. But you see, at the end of the day, why is it people are still connected and they love them? Because it's very colorful, it's very nice. It uplifts the mood of the person wearing it, right? Let's say you wear a black dress today, and suddenly, you wear a very nice necklace. But the necklace, it can be natural gemstones, it can be synthetic gemstones, it can be plastic, it can be whatever accessories. But as long as there are colors, the energy shifted. Fair enough.
Yeah.
So there's a reason behind why is it that certain colors are more attractive to people. So coming back, right? So when we choose a gemstone, not necessarily like I mentioned earlier through birth months. You can choose based on colors, choose based on the shape, the size, and the feel. People who are more intuitive, who are more sensitive, they can feel the energy. And then the next thing is that we go into the healing property. Healing property will be all this earlier that I mentioned, right? So what are the healing properties that actually connect you or you are looking for? Then we will actually come in to help you to choose. So that's the reason why most people nowadays, when they buy gemstones, they will make sure that they do a lot of research. You see people every time Google. Nowadays very hard one. Straight away Google, people know, people will read. Yeah, people know you cannot anyhow share. Okay. So okay, I see more and more people. Yeah. Oh, who is this? Giovanna Lonza. Hello.
She's from Australia.
Oh, hi. You're from Australia. Yeah, welcome.
You will be.
Yeah. So I see her saying that yes, it's true. You get a colorway, you open it. Yeah, it's white definitely because I play with it quite often. Rainbow color. Okay. Yeah. Very, very not difficult. Okay, so any other questions or not? Or Chloe, you have any more questions?
Like for a start, is there a starter kit for people like beginner like us to buy to try it out first? Yeah.
Okay, normally in for Gem Story, as a personal advocate, I don't believe in selling crystals. Right? So what starter kit and all this, right? To me, it's like a little bit not very relevant because for me, I strongly believe in that, right? You see, at the end of the day, if you visit our shop before, right, for us, we always focus a lot more on the entry level stones and also a lot more stones that are actually more can cater for general public. That means it's not too high frequency, it's not too overwhelming. So basically, is as long as you tell me what you want, or at the end of the day, is that what you are looking for, then generally I can help you to choose suitable stones or crystals that can actually help you, right, to come in to balance your chakra. Everything is all about balance. We don't believe in actually overpowering either one of our chakras. So even let's say when you talk about the starter kit, right, actually at the end of the day, it's still very much depending on what you are looking
Individual
at.
lah.
Individual. And it is important because when you know exactly what you want, then you can connect and resonate with the crystals or the stone that you bring back. It's all about at the end of the day, right, bringing back this particular piece of stone. And how you go back, right, you can amplify. And you know, a gemstone or mineral or crystals is just like a catalyst to actually what? Unleash the power within. So it triggers, it helps to actually activate something within. Because if you were to ask me frankly, right, we don't leverage on crystals and gemstones fully just for healing purposes. Because why? At the end of the day, right, you still have to heal by yourself. Everything is all within. So how can you unleash that power within, right? To self-heal is very important. So leveraging on Mother Nature essences like crystals, all the various parts, right? That part is just one part of it to actually raise the consciousness level. Next thing, right, is when you're at the balance stage, how you continue to balance and to actually activate your true potential. You know, because most people in the society nowadays, right, because of stress, work and everything, fall below the equilibrium line.
Yeah.
So we are helping these people to push them back to the equilibrium line. So that's one of the key reasons why I'm doing this since then. I don't actually encourage people to actually overuse crystals or to actually, you know, be very over, how should I say, very over ambitious,
Reliant on
reliant. It's not good because why? At the end of the day, they are just a form to help people. It's not for people to actually just, you know, I see people sometimes they get too overly reliant on them, right? Which at the end of the day, instead of going up, right, you actually bring yourself to a different level, which is not very healthy in the long run. Okay? Agree. Yeah, Sharon agree. So they will say special guest appearance. Yeah, special guest appearance, correct. Okay, so any other questions, everyone? If not, then we will wrap up already. We will be announcing the winner for today. So you want to announce now or?
Only 4 leh.
Huh?
Only 4.
Then 就4 咯。
commented.
我讲3 to 5嘛。
One is in Australia.
Oh.
Okay.
Giovanna, I don't know how she can collect lah.
Okay, we will see how we can do it.
First lah.
Okay, so now on the screen, right, please take a look for the winners for today, right? So we have the 4 winners for the Crystal Infused Roll On. Jennifer, congrats. Patrina,
Yay.
Patrina just came just now. Adeline, you're a winner again. And this is
Giovanna.
Giovanna, right? Giovanna, hello from Australia, right? So I have to think of a way to actually send you your gift. Okay, then for those people who have just joined us, you know, please help us to share it out, you know, this video, and we will continue to bring in more episodes program starting from next month as well. But next month, because you know, just to stay tuned, just to give you a quick heads up, right, I'll be actually going to Bulgaria. So it's a very beautiful place, and I will be actually live on Bulgaria.
On the mountaintop.
Yeah,
is
on
it?
the mountaintop. Yes. So I'm bringing you all the positive energy from the mountaintop. So stay tuned for our next live in May, right? Because for those people who are interested to actually look at how the beautiful mountain is at Bulgaria, right? And then how I can actually my purpose to actually live is that I will be doing my crystal charging over at the mountain. So if you are keen to find out how I charge my crystals at the mountain, right? So just make sure you tune in on the 4th episode of our today's 4th.
When is it? When's the 4th episode?
It's going to be most likely in the early May.
Early May.
Yeah, so just
stay
stay tuned.
tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. Okay. So any other crystals? Okay. Giovanna, I will actually please PM us. We will actually let you know how to claim your gift.
Yeah, let me put it.
Yeah. Okay. So for the rest of the people, is there any other questions? If not, then I will do a wrap up for today.
Remind them to PM.
Yeah, please PM us for those people who have won the prizes. Jennifer, Patrina, Adeline, I think all this. Please just drop us a PM so that we can arrange how to collect. Okay. So, any other questions? Adeline, I don't need to paiseh lah. It's gift lah. So must collect the positive energy that we
Yeah.
give out. Yeah. No need to paiseh one because we are meant to actually give. Okay, so if there's no more other question, right? So I will conclude my session today. So I hope that today's session is beneficial for everyone. Thanks for tuning in to watch us on the episode 3 for Gems Time with Glenn. So here's what I would like everyone to do after today's session. Basically, just help us like and share the video to your loved ones and also your friends in the Facebook. At the same time, right, have this video shared among your friends to actually let them learn more in terms of how all these natural gemstones and mineral can bring forth a positivity to their life, and then also the knowledge behind them. So if you have any questions, you can either PM us or message me. For those people who have my own personal number, you can actually drop us a comment or message. We would like to hear also feedbacks from people who have joined us before. Share with us what are some of the topics that you would like us to do more in future, and also certain content that you may be interested to find out. We will actually do our best to put them into our future episodes in order for us to share and improve our session. So the next episode will be in May. Earlier I did mention, right, live from Bulgaria. But this time round, it will be something special and unique. So the date itself, right, just stay tuned to our Instagram and Facebook because we will update you, right. Most likely it will be early May, but the day is still not firm yet. So if you are keen to actually watch us live from Bulgaria, lock down your calendar. Okay, so I will be doing much more interesting things over there live at the mountain. So if you want to know what I'll be doing there, right, just feel free to make sure you lock down the date itself. Okay, so with that, right, I will thank you and believe in the power within, and thank you, Chloe, also
Thank you for having me.
for having here to be my guest today. So thank you everyone. So have a great long weekend, and I will see you in May in Gems Time with Glenn. Bye bye.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.